I'm Jim Stevens with Eureka Canada, and I'm going to walk you through the setup of our very popular series of hexagonal screen houses. This is the regular size. There's also an extra large size designated by XL. Comes in a nice duffel bag, as you see, and I'm just going to take out the parts, lay them out, and we'll show you what you should have before you go out on your trip. In the duffel, when you pull out, you'll have a secondary bag that will house the skin or the fabric portion of the screen shelter. And wrapped up inside that will be a set of stakes and your tent instructions as well. A second bag that will be in is a polyethylene tarp fabric bag containing all of the shelter poles. So what I've got here now is the frame portion of the shelter. And what you're going to have in the case hexagonals will be the 6 legs. These are the roof sections designated by the pre-bent shoulder, and you'll have a sticker indicating top for the attachment at the top portion of the tent, which we'll get in a second, and then the leg sections, which are just 2 pieces making a straight leg. They all are using a chain cord stretch system, so they're all connected, the pieces included. And so next I'll go to the setup of the upper portion of the I've laid out the fabric portion of the hexagonal shelter, exposing the roof section, and found the red bag that houses the metal hub that all the legs will attach to. It's red for a reason. When you pack your unit up, package the hub back inside it. Otherwise, you risk damaging the fabric of the structure due to the metal edges on the hub. Please use this. Do not send in your unit with cuts to the fabric, because we know exactly what's happened. It's there for a reason. It's red for a reason. So I remove that and the padding that goes with it. There's the hub we're talking about. I've pre-built the roof holes. Again, these are the ones with the elbow, and they've also got a sticker indicating top. So just take the hub. It's got a little push pin bar here that will go in, and you'll hear it snap in place, and do this on all 6 poles. So still working with the roof. I've got all of the 6 roof poles now firmly connected to the metal hub. Follow along a seam, find a clip, a roof clip, stretch out the fabric as best you can, make the clip connection, and just repeat that on all the remaining 5 clips. Okay, so the upper portion of the tent structure or the shelter structure is complete. Okay, the next step, it's the area where with 2 people it's easier, but again I'm going to do it by myself, so it's not that difficult. I'll grab one of the poles, grabbing the seam of the fabric to continue down through the mesh portion of the shelter. What I'm looking for is the ring and pin system that lines up with that seam and that pole. Once I found it, you can now take the 2-piece leg pole. There's a top where it's recessed ferrule. Take that, insert it into the base of the elbow, and then that ring and pin that I just was holding on to into the base of the pole, and then up the seam I attach the clip. I'm going to follow through and do that on the remaining 6 poles. 4 of the legs are fully complete, just finishing the last 2, and this is where the shelter will now elevate. So again, pull into the base of the elbow, locate the ring and pin, insert to the base of the pole, add the clip halfway up. Now on to the last one. Shelter's up, and the final step, attach the clips at all 4 corners. Sorry, all 6 corners. cut. So as mentioned earlier, you'll have a rolled up in the fabric on the initial purchase, a bag that's going to have your stakes, your written instructions, and your guidelines. So the structure we've just finished completing is up. Hasn't been staked down, so at this point that's what you're going to do. And again, you've got web loops attached to the corner ring systems. Use those to do your staking. Peg 45-degree angle into the ground, or if you've got a tent mallet, small hammer, just tap it in. Do that at all 6 locations, stretching out the tent to give it its proper shape. So you've secured your guide line off to the ring at the shoulder, stake it out, and with the 6 additional ropes, the wind stability is increased tremendously. It can withstand quite a blow. The hexagonal screen shelters use the same mesh as in our Northern Breeze. It's an OCM, so even the little sand fleas cannot penetrate the fabric. The coatings use a 3,000 millimeter waterproof coating, and the seams, all exposed seams, are taped just like our tents. And finally, the entrance is different from most screen shelters that just use one vertical zipper. That makes it very difficult to access the tent with a picnic table, and when the picnic table's in, it blocks off the zipper. On these ones, we use 2 vertical zips, one on each side, so no matter where the table's positioned, you've got easy entry. And then when it's not so much for bugs, you can elevate and roll the complete door out of the way. Our Canadian hexagonal screen shelters come with 6 removable rain water curtains for the 6 different sides of the unit. And we do them on the inside so that in the case of this tent, it creates a watertight seal and you get no water dripping in at the shoulder height. If we had these on the outside without what we call our extra fly system, you would have water dripping in high. So these ones alleviate that problem. I'm showing one in the full closed off position and then one in the full open position. And these can both be left in the tent for future, you don't have to disconnect them. And then lastly, with the one that is in, it's quite a versatile system. Just uses a hoop, a little hook, and attaches to little rings in the corners. For depending on the inclement weather, you can open it up like so to increase your ventilation, or you can go and drop it halfway all the way, depending on conditions. It just allows you the convenience if the rain starts up again, you can quickly put the unit back in. So one for each wall and one for each door. So if you're looking for a screen shelter that's easy to set up, it's affordable, but comes with full wind, rain curtains, then you've got the hexagonal shelters, and they come in 2 sizes. This is the regular size, which measures about 11.5 feet from door to door, or you can go to our XL model, which measures 13 feet door to door. So 6-sided, easy to set up, no CM mesh, your full pop-in rain curtains. There's a simple process to do it. Comes complete. Not much better value on the market. I'm Jim Stevens with Eureka Canada, and I'm going to walk you through the setup of our very popular series of hexagonal screen houses. This is the regular size. There's also an extra large size designated by XL. Comes in a nice duffel bag, as you see, and I'm just going to take out the parts, lay them out, and we'll show you what you should have before you go out on your trip. In the duffel, when you pull out, you'll have a secondary bag that will house the skin or the fabric portion of the screen shelter. And wrapped up inside that will be a set of stakes and your tent instructions as well. A second bag that will be in is a polyethylene tarp fabric bag containing all of the shelter poles. So what I've got here now is the frame portion of the shelter, and what you're going to have in the case